Hey team, how's it going today? I am gonna wait for a second for some of you to hop on, and I'm in my little spot here. I don't know why I'm always here, but it's comfy, so I like to sit on my bed. So I'll wait for you guys to hop on because I want to share with you some things that I've been learning, some mistakes that I made in the beginning, because if I can, oh, there, Ozzy wants to say hi. Yes, I know, only a face a mother could love. He's a handsome boy. So, let's get started here in like 30 seconds. Hey, Beth. So, I'm going to go over a mistake I made. I'm going to go over some things I've learned. And what else am I going to go over? What else did oh, I'm going to go over objections. So, objections. Oh, what else? What else did I just say I was going to go over? Yes, I promise I have notes. I just don't know what else it was. Okay, it'll come to me. Hey, all right, let's see who we got. Beth, Felicia, Stephanie. Look at our leaders hopping on, leading by example. Heck yeah. That way you guys can pass this to your teams. And you don't have to say, I told you. You can, if they didn't watch it, you can just, I stole this from somebody else. So you can totally claim it as your idea on your team pages or your team messages or wherever you guys. All right, I'm going to get started because for some people that listen to the recording or watch the recording, I don't want them to be sitting here forever. But I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I know some of you are working towards promotions for this month and working towards promotions for next month. And our whole focus is on making this month, next month, and the following months the biggest months we can and thinking big, right? That's our new motto for our team. So here is something that I was doing wrong. So in recruiting, sponsoring, however you want to say it, we are not hunters. We are gatherers. We are friend gatherers. I feel that I was kind of being sharky in a way in the beginning. For a long time, I felt like I was out on the hunt. Like I was, oh my gosh, I need to recruit. And I wasn't building relationships enough. I wasn't friend gathering. So how do we do that? How did I change that? Well, I'm going to go through a couple of steps. And yes, I'm focused on recruiting a lot lately because I feel that in order to get where we need to be, we all need to be sponsoring and building our teams. Now you can use this for booking parties too. It's easy to switch it up. I was also going to go over what I've been doing to work my business. So hold on. Let me write that down. This week, what I've been doing to work my business. Okay. So, number one is you have to emotionally detach. What I mean by that is a lot of us have anxiety. Me, most of us, women, have anxiety. Some men do. So first we have to emotionally detach. Two ways. Number one, we have to take the fear away. What do we fear? Well, that person might say no. That person might think I'm dumb. I know they don't like direct sales. Like we make these issues, a lot of us, in our heads when they're not really there. And we do that because of a couple different things. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in the products. We don't believe in the company, either because we haven't been around or maybe one thing happened. Maybe even though Scentsy told us, hey, like this warmer looks a certain way or this warmer might sell out or this, they do things a certain way and that made you angry. So now you're angry at Scentsy and you don't believe in them. Or you don't believe in your upline. You don't believe in your downline. There might be a part of you that is lacking somewhere. So first we have to believe in ourselves. If you don't believe in yourself, I can't make it happen for you. Only you can do that. So if your why's strong enough and you believe in yourself, then you're going to start to create this culture for your team and you're going to start to believe in them because your positivity and you working your business and you leading by example is going to encourage them to do the same. If it doesn't, then you need a new team. And how we get a new team is by recruiting. And teaching whoever is serious about this business to do the same. So how do I act when I'm in public? Well, I have my bad days, of course, we all do. But you know those people that are just never happy with anything? They're always complaining, they're always negative, always something. It's always, Scentsy did this, Scentsy did that, or whatever. I don't want to be around those kind of people. Do you? You gotta be a person that people want to be around. If you're a bully, if you're not friendly, if you're constantly complaining, if you're constantly, woe is me, oh my goodness, people don't want to be around that, guys. Do I want you to be authentic? Yes, I do. But be your best self, please. We all have our bad days, like I said. I don't expect you guys to be fake. There's some days when I know my mood is not there and I do not go out in public, okay? I understand we're not perfect. But you have to be friendly. You have to be somewhat positive. You have to be enthusiastic. Like, it's not going to work if you're not. I'm sorry, but this business will not work for you if you're not friendly. If you don't have the capability to make friends, you need to become good at that, because that's what this business is. We gather friends. So how do I gather friends? Well, for example, being a part of my PTO for my children's school, that's a little much for me. Like, I believe in working smarter, not harder. So I'll do things in increments. Like today, I'm going to the book fair. I volunteered to go to the book fair. I'm going to meet people that way, right? And I'm going to build relationships with people that I've already met and get to know them even more. That's a 2-hour span, right? I've already told you guys, like, I'll go to the park for an hour and sit with my son, or I'll join a networking group in the evenings and go to dinner with them once a month. These are things, bunko group. I go to my, local bunko group. If you like bingo, go to bingo. Whatever can get you in front of people that you can do. And some people say, I don't have time for that. Well, just like I posted yesterday, like, we make our own schedules. So if you don't have time for that, then you need to reevaluate, because I see everybody perusing on Facebook. I see everybody watching TV, Netflix, stuff like that. Well, you know what? I do those things too, but if I found myself not finding time for things, then I would kind of buckle down. So, like, I don't watch TV. We don't have cable. I do watch Netflix every now and then, but those are things that are not revenue generating that I really can do without, right? Because I want to build my business. Yes, Beth, friend gathering equals socializing. You have to socialize. If you don't like to socialize, it's going to be kind of hard to build your business, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I try to be real. So how do we do that if we don't have time to go out in public or do these things? Well, number one, the people that we meet through our parties. So whatever kind of party you have, be good at connecting with your customers. Get information from them. Like them on Facebook. Beth says, we get paid to go socialize and make friends. What's better? I know, right? Best job I've ever had. But so we meet people at events, craft shows. But the problem is a lot of us aren't keeping track of those people, and that's where it goes down the funnel. A lot of us know a lot of people, more people than we really think. But we're not putting ourselves into positions to meet new people. So, and there's people turning 18 every day. There's consumers turning 18 every day. There's people joining social media every single day, which I'm getting ready. I haven't been talking to you guys about social media a lot because we've really been focused on getting back on the horse, getting bag parties booked. Hey, Stacy, getting bag parties booked, getting home parties booked. I believe that there's not been one way that I have really grown my business. It's been through meeting people with parties, meeting people at events, meeting people, going out and networking. But a big, big thing is social media. And there's two parts to that. So either A, I'm using social media to connect with the people I've already met in person, or I'm using social media to meet people. Like some days, guys, I told you, I do not want to leave the house. I'm not in the mood to be around people. Yeah, I have those days, and guess what? there's always social media. Well, how do I do it on social media? I want to talk to you guys about that because some of you don't know because I haven't been talking about it a lot. And then we'll go over objections real quick. So this is a just simple method. So you join groups where your interests lie. So for instance, you join a mommy group on Facebook or Instagram. I think they have like little pods or whatever they're called. They're groups too. There's different social media. Find 2 or 3 social media venues that you love and stick with it. You don't need to do all of social media because it's overwhelming. So I like Facebook, I've been getting an Instagram, and I like YouTube. So those are the 3 I'm going to stick with. You might like Pinterest, you might like Snapchat, whatever you like, find 2 or 3 and stick with them. Don't feel like you have to do them all. But social media is only going to get bigger. So the thing that's harder with social media is building relationships. That's why we have to be super strategic and authentic, right? So once you meet people and you just say Facebook, you friend them on Facebook, right? You meet them in these groups. Say I go on these groups and I'm like, hey guys, I'm Andie, I'm from Virginia. Where are you guys from? Here's a picture of my Jeep. Here's a picture of my Boston Terrier. Here's a picture of whatever, something that I crocheted, something that I was knitting, whatever group you're in that their interest is. You already have a warm relationship with these people, even though you don't know them, because you have something in common, right? Hey, Donna. Well, thank you for your compliment. I slicked my hair back today, so I'm in a hurry today, but thank you for your compliment. So I will post on those things, and if you need to remind yourself once a day, go on a different group on Facebook and post, hey guys, good morning, how are you doing? Here's a picture, if it's a dog group, here's a picture of my Bostons, whatever. So then they're going to start answering, right? Well, there's your opportunity. They're going to post a picture of their dog. Well, maybe their dog has an underbite like my little Aussie here. I don't know if you can see his underbite. You can't see it, but maybe their dog has an underbite like my Aussie. So we have something in common, right? Or maybe their head is white like whatever, guys. You're making friends. So maybe I'll go in and comment under there, oh my gosh, so cute. Was his underbite like that when he was born, or did something happen, or, whatever. Make conversation, socialize with these people. Well, then they're more apt to friend request you back. Now, are you going to go right in like a shark, like I used to do a lot? Are you going to go right in and be like, hey, do you want to join Scentsy? Do you want to? No, you're not. You're going to nurture that friendship. So keep track. Have a notebook, or there's a way, if you go into your desktop, there's little folders you can make. So you can make a folder for, January, February, March, these are your new friends that you met on social media. Make a folder called that, and you put everybody in that folder. Well, then, for the next month, that's kind of like follow-ups. If you keep good track of it, you can comment under their stuff. You can maybe message them again. Find out. Be curious about them. Compliment them. People love compliments, guys, but you have to be authentic. So if I'm out in public, a good compliment might be, oh, your children are so well behaved, or I love your scarf, or your skin looks so great, or whatever. Be authentic about it, but people love compliments. Leave them better than they were before, right? So on social media, it's the same thing. If, look at their picture, maybe, oh, I love your dogs, whatever. I love, your family picture's so great on your profile, or give them a compliment. Or maybe you see that they're from Key West and you used to live there, like me, okay? So I might say, oh my gosh, I used to live in Key West. Find a common bond. This is how we make friends. We find common bonds and we leave them better than they were. We want them to like us. It is a human basic need, and we're getting paid for this. So it's like 2 and 1, right? So yeah, Katie, leave a compliment. Do not just like their stuff. And that brings me to my next thing. So what am I doing? This kind of runs into me telling you what I'm doing to run my business. So this week I have like 900 people. So I'm revamping all my social media stuff. First of all, guys, whenever I say that I use my personal page on Facebook, I don't mean that I'm just advertising on Facebook. I don't mean like, check this, incognito. Like, for instance, you saw me going like this, the picture, and saying, oh my gosh, our washer whiffs are so amazing. I keep smelling my shirt. Brand yourself. Like a lot of social media people you've watched trainings yourself, you're branding yourself on social media. So people don't care about maybe the warmer itself, the cost of it, but if you take a picture and say, isn't this so cool, like this diffuser has blown my mind, or something like that, take a picture of your products at home, you're more apt to get responses that way, so I've found. Or let them get to know you a little bit. I know a lot of us are private, and I don't want to interfere with that if you're big on privacy. However, we are on social media, so some of us are okay with, certain things. And let them know, like, what kind of person you are. If, like for me, my brand, I'm a Jeep girl. My brand, I like to wear Chucks. Like, I have 7 different colors. My brand, I love reggae. My brand, if you see people tagging me about sloths all the time, it's because I love sloths, right? That's my brand. That's me. People relate to me being me. When people go on your website and they're looking for a person to join, they're going to read your story and they're going to connect with something in that. So make it good. That's why I always tell people when they sign up. Hold on, let me write this because I want to remember to tell you guys this. Okay, so what I've been doing to work my business. I've been messaging 10 people a day that like my business page and offering them to join my VIP page. And I snuck in under the message, hey, by the way, this is a really great time to join Scentsy. Would you happen to know anybody that's interested in working from home and making some fun cash? This is my #1 way that I recruit, guys, because it takes the burden off. And I'm lightly mentioning, so like, they almost are like, well, why didn't she ask me? Like, am I not good enough? And they're like, well, I want to know. You know what I mean? It kind of, and I mean, it seems kind of like sneaky, but it really works. So that's my #1 way to come to somebody that's a warm contact. Or if they're already a person that I met on social media, which is what I'm doing this week as well to work my business. So people that I've been meeting, like I told you, in groups and stuff, new people, I've kept good track of them, and I'm messaging them after I've built that relationship. Only people that I have really been talking to, I will go back and say, hey girl, like, I see that you're in Tennessee, you're going to California, our business is expanding there, do you know somebody that's interested in making some fun cash from home? Okay, so that is like my one-liner, okay? So let's go over objections. And if I miss an objection, let me know, guys. So you want to use the feel, felt, found method. A lot of people, you'll hear this, it's not I did not make this up. I wish I did. It's awesome. But you need to, first of all, you need to listen to people, what they need. So if they say, like, I hate my job, or if they say to me, gosh, I need money, well, that's ding, 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 that right there, like, you need to join my team. I'm offering them an opportunity, okay? That is how I feel about this. That is how I recruit. This is an opportunity. I'm not bugging them. I'm offering them something wonderful. When you get in that frame of mind, it's easier. You know you're going to hear no's. You've got to hear no's. But you emotionally detach yourself. You just go for it anyways. Like I always say, if you knew you had a gold brick in your backyard, how would you keep digging every day if you knew you were going to find it eventually? Well, that's how recruiting should be. You're offering something awesome to them. If they don't take it, most of them won't. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Most of them won't take it, or most of them won't take it right now. Most of them will take it next year. They might never take it. Who knows? But if you're afraid to offer it to people because they say they don't have enough time or blah, 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 which I'm getting into right now, then you're never going to know. You talked yourself out of it before you even asked them, right? So, Not enough time. I hear that a lot. What do you say back? You feel, I totally understand what you're saying, girl. I am a busy mama myself, you relate to them. I'm a busy mama myself. I totally understand. But here's what I've found in this business. The busier that you are, the better it is, because this business can be done online. It can be done to suit your life. And that's why I love Scentsy. It's a consumable product. You always have people coming back. You don't limit yourself to just selling to women. No makeup, purses, jewelry. You can sell to anyone. We're international. This is a consumable product. And we don't have competition. Walmart's not our competition. Have you guys used that crap? That's not our competition. Our customers that love Walmart, they're 1 out of in 4 years that I met. Great. Go get it at Walmart. You're not my customer anyways. That's not the person that I want to buy. They're not, that's like, I don't even know. That's like people that, quality, like I appreciate quality. So people will say, I don't have enough money to join. I always say, and this is my story, I totally understand that, girl. You know what? I came to the point where I decided that I needed to better my situation too because I didn't have enough money to join. And to me, that was a problem, and I needed to change my situation. So I sold stuff on a yard sale site to be able to afford to join because I knew that it would change my whole existence and my whole family life, and I was right. Not enough friends, or they just moved to an area or something like that. Well, I can attest to this because I had just started Scentsy in a small town when I started. So I'll say, you know what? I totally get it. Like, I'll tell them about my situation. But here's what I found out, that it actually helped me make friends. Scentsy helped me make friends. So see, you turn it around on them. And this is all true stuff. Like, it's not stuff that you're making up just to ploy, get them in. And, I mean, this is real stuff, right? Oh, I live in a small town. There's not enough people. Well, I started in a small town, and that's just not the truth. Plus, there's towns around small towns, and there's social media, so that's no excuse, but we need to feel. So I totally understand that, girl. You know what? I started in a small town, and here's what I found. That was totally not true. There was way enough business for, and that's, some people come to me and say, oh, there's too many Scentsy consultants. Okay. There might be people, well, first of all, there's not. Worldwide, I think there's like 120, 130,000, which worldwide, guys, that's not a lot compared to the amount of consumers. But here's what I always say, too. Well, they might say they're a Scentsy consultant, but are they working their business full, or parts, are they working their business like a business? When's the last time they put in an order? Are they doing it for a hobby? Like, most people just, they say they want things, but they don't work for it. So they're just doing this, they put in an order every 3 months, which is great if that's what you want out of this business. But it's a misconception when people, like, they might know 3 Scentsy consultants in their town, and they're like, oh, there's too many consultants. And you're like, it's not true. And people think too, like, that because we've been around for 12 years and they're like, oh, well, this company just started out. First of all, I do not want to start out with a new company and go through all their kinks and all their stuff. But second of all, Scentsy's a household name. We finally made it to the big, like, Avon, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef. Like, this is the big times, guys. Like, we're a household name. People know about us and they love us. I want to sell a product that's consumable that people know about already. I don't want to have to get into a market where nobody knows what the heck we are, right? So, and then people say, this is the last one, I'm not a salesperson. That is awesome. I just talked to a girl that wants to join, and it's a friend of mine from high school, and she was like, I'm just not a salesperson. And I'm like, dude, thank God you're not a salesperson. If you were a salesperson, I wouldn't want you to join. And here's why. The people that come to me and tell me, oh, I'm a great salesperson, I can sell anything, most of them don't work out. And I'm just saying most. Some do. But some don't. And the reason is because A, they're always chasing the next shiny object. They can never stay still and just focus on one thing. With any business, you have to stay one business at a time, and you have to work on it. You have to give it a good year of, like, consistency, right? Number two, they're pushy. They're not authentic. They're sharky. Nope. Ozzy, seriously. Like, your snoring's a little out of control, dude. Like, you think, seriously? Sorry if you hear him snoring, guys. So, I tell people that's great. I don't want salespeople. However, and I don't need experience, what I do need is you to be friendly, motivated, and willing to consistently work your business. That's what we need in our sponsoring and recruiting, right? Okay, so what else is important with sponsoring? Who can guess? Like, what else is important with sponsoring? Oh, and it takes forever. I should just go ahead and tell you guys. I know it takes forever for me to see your comments. Follow-ups. Follow-ups are so important. Keeping good track of the new people you meet, the people you've talked to. Follow-ups. There's two different types. There's follow-ups for recruiting, and there's follow-ups for people that you've sold to or your customers, right? So everybody asked me, well, I can't, like, I don't know when to follow up. Well, everybody's different with recruiting because they tell you, next week I'll know, or, you know, not right now, or there's always a different timeline. So you really have to gauge your follow-ups, as, you know, you have to gauge your follow-ups, whatever they're telling you. So I can't really give you a timeline, but just do. I don't care what system you have, just do them. Do your follow-ups. Guess what, guys? You can follow up with somebody and they can read your Facebook message and read it and read it and read it as long as you're not being bothersome. If you feel you're being bothersome, 9 out of 10 you are. If you're messaging them every day to follow up with them, you're probably being bothersome. If you're following up just a nice, maybe you don't even talk about Scentsy. Maybe you just say, hey girl, like it's, you know, it's been a while since we talked. How are you doing? You don't even have to mention Scentsy sometimes. But as long as you have a follow-up system and a good way to track these things, those are two really important things. So once you get these people saying, okay, like send me information, do not send them information. Number one, if you meet them in public, always be prepared, at least by having a catalog. Yes, join packets are great, but a good old-fashioned catalog's fine. Or maybe like a little postcard that tells your story, and then put it with a catalog. This is what is important. When is good for you to meet up for coffee, or better yet, I like to do phone calls because they're more manageable. When is a good time for you to have a 15-minute chat with me so I can run down the basics of joining? The basics, guys. Keep it simple. First of all, we need to be recruiting at least, you know, 2 or more a month. Well, you know, and for me, like, I want to recruit, you know, 20 next month. Well, that's not like, talking to each person for an hour, that's just too much. You guys need to be able to run through and practice on it. So what are some ways to talk to people to do it simple? You tell them about the compensation plan. You tell them about the joy it's brought your life. So let me go through a normal conversation. I schedule the phone call with them. And first, I see what they want out of it monetarily and what they're thinking, why they thought that they would like to do this. Then I tell them a brief, you know, my success. If you haven't been in this very long, you can talk about your upline success. I tell them the joy it's brought my life, enthusiastic, I'm really positive about it. And then I might tell them basics like, this is what you get, this is how much your starter kit is, you know, I'm really simple with things. Because next, I'm going to say, okay, what questions do you have? Then you can answer their questions. We don't overtell people. We don't want to scare them away. We don't want to give them like all this stuff that they really don't need right now. You want to tell them the basics. Our company doesn't have any hidden anything. We don't say join free and then, hey, guess what? Now that you joined, you need to order $300 worth of supplies. Nope. Our company says we're going to give you $250 worth of supplies for your $99 and that's it. You don't have to you know, order anything else. You can keep it simple. We need to teach them that from the beginning. Once they sign up, what is your job as a sponsor? Your job is not to train. Your job is to inspire them, to befriend them, and to know when they need more. So if people aren't coming to me, they're not putting in sales, I don't really see them work their business, well, I spend less time with them because I'm not going to bug people. They know they can come to me. I make it known, right? If they want to work their business, they're going to come to me. If they want more out of their business, they're going to come to me. It is my job to Scentsy does enough training. There's training on YouTube. There's training on our training center. There's training that Scentsy sends them now in their starter kits. Their Scentsy sends them a whole like laid out training. I do training on here. Like, you guys don't need to be training them. You need to be inspiring them and befriending them, right? Now, are you going to get along with everybody? No, we're not going to get along with everybody, and that's okay. That's just human nature. But when we create a family atmosphere, an authentic family atmosphere, people want to be a part of it, right? I want us to be a family. That is what, like, I thrive off of how great our team is. And do we all have to agree? No. Do all families agree? No. But I thrive off of knowing that you all help each other, you all inspire each other, and, you know, make it hard for them to leave, you know? Like, make them love being a part of this, being part of something bigger, make them want to be a better person, right? That is your job. Inspire them by leading by example. Whether you've got a team of 1 or you've got a team of 100 or more, it doesn't matter. Leading by example. So if you're frustrated that they're only doing minimums and you're doing minimums, well, you can't be frustrated with them because you're doing minimums too. You're not recruiting, so how can you expect them to recruit, right? Okay, guys, well, I have to go to the book fair. So those are just a couple of things that I wanted to go over with you. If you have any questions, and, you know, like I always tell you guys, if you need me, I'm here. I don't come and bug you. I work Monday through Friday, usually 9 to 4:30, and I'm here. If you need me, schedule a time to chat. I don't have to be your director. I don't have to be your sponsor. There are certain things that your sponsor should be doing, but overall, it's your job to train yourself. And I know it seems harsh, but if you're really serious about your business, you really want to be the person training yourself and finding your niche. You don't have to do things exactly how I do. And that's the part that I want to get through to you guys, that's why a lot of us don't do training. We might give tidbits, and I might come on here live and tell you what I'm doing, but you're going to find your own way, and you're going to be your authentic self, and you're going to be an authentic leader, and you're going to authentically recruit the way you want to recruit, and you're going to authentically run your business online, you know, home parties, whatever you want to do. I'm going to tell you how I run my business, but you're going to decide how you want to do it. And it's your responsibility to build your business and no one else's. It's our responsibility as leaders to inspire you and to guide you where you can find the training that you need. Okay? I love you guys so much, and I have very high hopes for this year. And I want you to know that when I say think big, it's not to scare you guys. It's because I know you're capable of it, and I know what you're capable of. And if I didn't feel this team wasn't capable to think bigger than we are, I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't do these videos. I have faith. Now, if you don't want to make full-time income with your business, that's okay. If you only want to make $100 a month, that's fine. We're here to inspire you to be the best that you can be and you want to be. If you tell me you want to be a director in 3 months, though, I'm going to give you the honest, like, okay, like, you've got to really work your business, right? All right, guys, well, I got to go. So I love you guys. And here's to everybody that is going for promotions. I know 2 of our ladies, Beth and Stephanie Ingram. Stephanie's going for superstar consultant and Beth is going for director. And I'd love to hear about other people going for promotions because I'm so excited for us to find out at the end of this month, like, not only do these girls make promotions, but then we're rolling into this new incentive, whatever it is, and we're all excited for it. Start getting people on the fence now that you know wanted to join. Tell them, listen, an incentive's coming up. Like, you don't want to miss this. You got to join now. This is the perfect time to join because it really is. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I'll talk to you guys soon.